So a couple of days ago, someone tried to steal this boy. They failed. So it was a couple of days after Christmas Day, so I think it was the 27th. Somebody broke in while I was out driving. So they've got in the lock with a screwdriver, I think. They've dented the door in where they've bent the lock open. A couple of scratches around it as well. So yeah, they managed to get in, and then they've been sat in here. I've got inside, and then I've got a crook lock on here, which they've bent quite well. These usually slightly sloped and go through the wheel and come out to about there, but they've pulled on it quite hard and bent it to there. So they were quite strong people. They've tried to crack it there too. They also left a saw blade on the floor. They're using the saw blade to try and saw through the steering wheel here. So they've tried to cut through this, most likely to get this off, obviously, because that, even if you bend this out, this is still attached. So they've tried to cut through there. They did leave the saw blade on the floor, which I gave to the police. The forensics guy came round, but he couldn't get any prints off the saw. It was just like a rough texture on the handle, because it was made for grip, obviously, so it couldn't lay any fingerprints on that because it was too rough. But to bend this, you've got to be quite strong to bend these, because they're just solid. I mean, it's done its job though; it's stayed on. So yeah, it was on the 27th. I just went out, and there was a van parked here, and I'd just gone out to take my girlfriend to work. And then we got a message from the next door neighbour just saying someone's trying to steal your car. So I've spun it around and come back. And I assumed they were on about the Skyline, because the Skyline's just over there as well. But I don't know why you'd want to try and steal this. I mean, it means a lot to me, but to a thief, like, you're not going to get much money for this, really. So yeah, they've got in, but firstly the battery's dead. So even if they got in, got the lock off, managed to try and start it, it wouldn't turn over. And secondly, it's got big steels on it, which have got massive tyres on, which don't turn at the minute, because I was getting the Watanabes refurbed. So even if it started, it wouldn't roll anywhere. So it's a bit of a bad plan, really. They've not thought it through. But yeah, the forensics guy came. Oh, they've managed to break the steering lock. Oh, no, it goes. No, it just wasn't on. Yeah, okay. But yeah, even if they got it started, got the wheel free, the wheels don't turn anyway, so they weren't going to be going far. But yeah, they got in, didn't manage to get it away. Even if they had a trailer, it wouldn't roll. But yeah, just another story for the Micra, still sticking around. I've had the Watanabes refurbed, which I'm making another video on. I was going to put them on, but it's snowfall at the minute, because it's just after Christmas. So yeah, I can't lock it with the key, because the lock's bent, so I'm going to have to replace that lock. And maybe replace the steering wheel, because it's cut, but other than that, I mean, whoa, it's icy. So yeah, I'll replace the lock. Obviously get a new crook lock as well, but whoa. If you haven't got a crook lock already, I'd suggest getting one, because it's done really well there. It's survived that. I mean, they assumed it could drive, so they've done their best to get in and get it away. They beat the poor thing up a little bit, but it's survived. Still staying with me. I mean, it's annoying, of course, because I mean, I live in quite a nice area, and that car's not really worth anything to anyone else, just to me, because I've had it for like 8 years. So to try and steal it, to either joyride it or, I don't know, sell it for 200 quid, it's a bit annoying, because it's like, that means so much to me through sentimental value, that you're barely going to get anything for it, but you're nicking it anyway. But they didn't manage to do it, so it's all good. But yeah, like I said, the wheels are refurbed. Just got to get the valves put in and get the tyres put on. I was going to do this a couple months ago, but I had to get these type of valves. They're extra skinny ones because the Watanabe holes are quite skinny and regular valves don't fit through. So I bought these ones, they're going in. And then I've got new tyres which are going on as well. And then the watts should be on the Micra and it should be looking fresh again then. I'm just going to clean the whole car up and stuff like that. I fixed the misfire on the Skyline, which is another video that I'm making soon. But I just wanted to drop this one real quick and just say that somebody tried to nick my little Micra, but they didn't manage it, so it's sticking around. Hopefully when the snow clears up, I'll have a couple more videos out for you. I know it's been a while, but you know, I can't do much in this. But yeah, chat to you all soon. Cheers.